Now, as strong wind and thunderstorms continue to sweep through South Africa, parts of the Maluti mountain range in the Kingdom of Lesotho is already experiencing heavy snowfall. The South African Weather Service issued a warning saying such conditions will last for at least the next 3 days. We can finally cross now, hopefully anyway, to Scara Mafokoane, who joins us live. Now, Scara, I think a little bit earlier what we saw was a freezing of even the connection lines. That's how cold it is. And you just look like you could be extremely cold. Your ears, they're needing some help too.
Indeed, Arabile, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to our viewers. And pardon for that connectivity problem. You know, just looking at my app right now, the SA Weather Service app, we're sitting here at 2 degrees in Vicksburg. So we've made our way back to South Africa from Lesotho via the Caledon Port border post. A little while ago, we were in Lesotho along the Maluti Mountains in Botabote. And you know, it was extremely cold. There was heavy snow, but that was expected. We spoke to the SA Weather Service yesterday, and them telling us that Lesotho was one of the areas which was going to experience first-hand heavy snow before it passes, or rather comes towards Vicksburg in the eastern part of Free State, alongside along the way, driving on that route on the Maluti Mountains. You know, we came across some people stuck across on that patch of road that connects two township, Botabote and Motlareng in the Kingdom of Lesotho, and them telling us that tourists have been coming that side and wanting to see a tourist attraction site called Afri-Ski. So that's the part of the mountain range whereby tourists would go there and enjoy their time skiing. But that tourist attraction site, evidently now it's been closed due to the heavy snow. So most motorists had to make their way back towards the border post. I spoke to one of the residents in the Kingdom of Lesotho, and him telling me earlier that, you know what, that heavy snow, it's something which they are used to. You know, they're used to it, especially during the June, July, the winter season. So we were fascinated. We were, loving the sightseeing and all that. But them telling us that, listen, we're used to this. Every year we experience this kind of heavy snowfall. And, along that road again, when we made our way back to South Africa, we came across two sisters who come from the US. They tell us that they've been in South Africa and Eswatini for over a week now, and they were just fascinated at the warnings about the snowfall, and they wanted to experience firsthand what the African snowfall looks like. Unfortunately, they just got to the mountain range and could not make their way towards the Afri-Ski, whereby they wanted to go and ski. But we're here in Vicksburg, sitting at 2 degrees. I can tell you, Arabile, it is very, very cold. I had to put my gloves on. I had to put on a scarf. Just standing here, your toes, I'm literally freezing. But I spoke to the SA Weather Service just to get an update as to this system, how it's moving. And them telling us that part of Vicksburg, they're expecting a bit of rain around 4 o'clock. And what's going to happen from between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, that snowfall from Lesotho, that system is going to move eastwards towards the Free State, going to the KZN. So that we await to see in a short while. But a short while ago, like I told you, when we were in Lesotho, we were able to witness firsthand that heavy snowfall and beautiful scenery along the Botabote and Motlareng area in the Kingdom of Lesotho.
Yeah, Scara, you do know that we're going to ask you for one thing and one thing only, right? Like, you haven't finished this broadcast unless you've given us a snowman. So we need to see that. Otherwise, it's really not cold and you're lying to us. That's ultimately what we're going to say from now on. We'll certainly keep crossing to you, Scara. Thank you so much for that then, of course. As you can tell, very cold conditions indeed then. We'll continue to follow those out then as well for you. Please do keep warm across the country indeed. Snowfall and cold weather certainly anticipated for many parts of the country.